Good morning, children. In previous class we had learned that how pressure will affect the interconversion of states of matter, and also we have learned evaporation and factors affecting the evaporation. In today's class we will learn what is evaporative cooling. Okay, see here. This is a beaker and this is filled with some liquid. Okay, we know that evaporation is the conversion of liquid into vapor at any temperature. Okay, in evaporation the surface liquid molecules are converted into vapors. Okay, see here. Okay, they are the surface liquid molecules and these molecules are bulk liquid molecules. Okay, the surface liquid molecules which are having high kinetic energy will move into vapor phase. They will move into vapor phase. Okay, the surface liquid molecules which are having high kinetic energy will be converted into vapor. Okay, as a result the surface molecules having the high kinetic energy, as they are moving from liquid phase to vapor phase. Okay, the average kinetic energy of the remaining liquid molecules decreases. So we know that kinetic energy of a molecule will increase when the temperature will decrease. So see here I said that average kinetic energy of the remaining liquid molecules decreases. It means here kinetic energy is decreasing. It means temperature also decreased. Okay, as a result of decrease of the average kinetic energy of the remaining liquid molecules. Okay, kinetic energy decreases. As a result temperature is lowered. Okay, temperature is lowered, hence evaporation causes the cooling. Okay, when temperature is lowered, obviously will absorb the cooling effect. Okay, so since these surface liquid molecules, okay, which are having the high kinetic energy, they are converted into vapor phase. Okay, as soon as these high kinetic energy liquid molecules are converting into vapor phase, the average kinetic energy of the remaining molecules decreases. As the kinetic energy decreases, obviously temperature will fall down. Okay, as a result of falling temperature, okay, we observe the cooling effect due to the evaporation. Okay, this is what evaporative cooling. Cooling is caused due to the evaporation of the liquid. Okay, now we will study applications of this evaporative cooling. Okay, first one we will see that desert cooler cool better on a hot dry day. Okay, in desert cooler wet pads of wool is there. Okay, this is the one, just I have taken here one. Okay, this is the wet pads of wool. Okay, this is it is wet. Okay, so when hot and dry air passes. Okay, when hot and dry air passes through this wet pads of wool. Okay, actually this is completely, it has absorbed water molecules. Okay, so it is wet, so in this water is present. Okay, when hot and dry air passes through this pad, okay, the water molecules present in this pad will absorb the heat energy from this hot and dry air and they gets evaporated, and thus they get evaporated. So this evaporation continues, okay, until a little more amount of the vapors are added to the air. Okay, so after this, okay, here this water molecule is absorbing energy from this hot and dry air. As a result, the water molecule in this wet pads of wood wool, they are evaporated. Okay, the evaporating molecules, okay, evaporating molecules will have the high kinetic energy. As a result of this evaporation of the or conversion of water molecules with high kinetic energy into vapor phase, okay, the average kinetic energy of these water molecules in the wet pads of the wood wool decreases. As a result, we observe the cooling effect. Okay, so the vapors, so that is air coming out of this, okay, air cooler will be so that air coming out of this air cooler will be it gets cooled. Okay, so this is one. Next one is the water kept in an earthen pot or matka become cool during summer. Okay, see, this is the earthen pot. Noted. Okay, see here, this is actually this earthen pot. Okay, it has some pores. When water is placed inside this earthen pot, okay, this water seeps through these holes, okay, these pores. This water seeps through these pores and it moves out of this wall, okay, this earthen pot. Okay, okay, and these water molecules will absorb the energy from this earthen pot and water present inside this, and these water molecules gets evaporated. Okay, they gets evaporated. As a result, the water inside this pot, okay, gets cooled down. Okay, again here we will see the evaporative cooling effect. Okay, next, our palm feel cold when we put some acetone, petrol or perfume on it. Okay, this is acetone, petrol, perfume. Okay, they have low boiling point. The liquids which are having low boiling point will evaporate very fast, or their evaporation rate is very fast. Okay, you write they evaporate very easily. Okay, so when we place this acetone, petrol or perfumes on our palm, okay, we'll feel the cold. Okay, because here, since they are having low boiling point, the surface liquid molecule with high kinetic energy gets evaporated. As a result, the average kinetic energy of the remaining molecules decreases. decreases. So we'll feel the as a result temperature also falls down. As a result we'll feel the cool. We feel cold when we put some acetone, petrol or perfumes on our palm. Okay. Next we will see one more. We are able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer rather than a cup. Okay. See here also we observe the evaporating cooling effect, and also this evaporating cooling effect is more in saucer than that of the cup, because see here saucer, okay, this is shape of saucer is like this. When we place hot tea or milk on inside this saucer, okay, actually this saucer is having more surface area than that of this cup. Okay, see this cup. So we know that evaporation, we have learned the factors affecting the evaporation. Okay, in that surface area is also one of the factor. So here saucer, it is having more surface area than that of the cup. Therefore evaporation rate is more in saucer than the cup. As a result here evaporation rate is more compared to this cup. So this the tea, hot tea which is placed in saucer, it becomes cool very early compared to this cup. Okay, so we can therefore we are able to sip hot tea or milk faster from the saucer than a cup. Next last one, in summer we should wear cotton cloths. Okay, because these cotton cloths are good absorber of water and sweat. Okay, so when they absorb this cotton cloths, they absorb the water and sweat from our body, also they will evaporate the absorbed water and sweat from this cotton cloths. That's why in summer we should wear the cotton cloths. Okay children, this is what evaporating cooling and their applications. Now we will study the fourth and fifth state of matter. Okay, plasma is the fourth state of matter, and it consists of super energetic and super excited particles. Okay, particles they are in the form of, in plasma particles are present in the form of ionized gases. Okay, in plasma the particles which are present, they are in the form of ionized gases. Okay, actually we found plasma in sun and star. Okay, the glow of sun and star is due to the presence of plasma. This plasma state exists only at very high temperature. Okay, it is not this state does not exist in low temperature. Okay, it exists only at very high temperature. Next, fifth state of matter, that is Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, here this is fifth state of matter. Indian physicist Satyendra Nath Bose, he did some calculations on fifth state of matter. On this basis Einstein predicted the new state of matter called BEC, that is Bose-Einstein condensate. This is the fifth state of matter. When formed this fifth state of matter is formed when a gas having very low density is cooled to super low temperature. Okay, this fifth state is formed when a gas having very low density is cooled to super low temperature. Okay, this is about the fourth and fifth state of matter. Now we will learn how to convert the temperature which is in degree Celsius scale to Kelvin scale. Okay, there is a formula to convert degree Celsius to Kelvin and Kelvin to degree Celsius. Okay, see the formula. The temperature in Kelvin scale, we have to convert the temperature which is in degree Celsius to Kelvin. So we need in Kelvin. Therefore, here we will write formula. Temperature in Kelvin scale is equals to temperature in degree Celsius scale plus 273. So see here, K is equals to degree Celsius plus 273. To convert degree Celsius into Kelvin, we have to add the 273. We have to add. For example, see, we have to convert the 70 degrees Celsius into Kelvin. So, 270, just you add 273. After adding, what we will get? 3, how much we will get? 3, 4, 343. Okay. And next you write Kelvin. Just we have to add 273 to convert the degree Celsius temperature into Kelvin temperature. Similarly, we can also convert Kelvin to degree Celsius. In this case, we can also use this formula. Degree Celsius is equals to Kelvin minus 273, or just we have to subtract the 273 from this Kelvin scale. Okay, this is a temperature which is in Kelvin scale. So see here, I have to convert 483 Kelvin to degree Celsius. So just I have to subtract 273 from 483. So how much we will get? 0, 1, 2. 210 degree Celsius. Okay, like this we have to convert the temperature in Kelvin scale to temperature in degree Celsius and vice versa. Okay.